Jacaranda FM.
What an immense pleasure to welcome Graeme Smith on the Martin Besser Drive in ook op Lekker TV. Graeme, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me. It's obviously wonderful to be here. It's my first time into these studios, and it's an amazing setup that you guys have here.
Thank you. No, not too bad at all. For Jacaranda, we can speak English, but for Lekker TV gaan ons net Afrikaans praat. Ek is reg daarvoor.
Well, I made it through the Talks and Chops show on a Friday, so I barely made it. So I probably barely make the Afrikaans part of this show. But if you want to speak Afrikaans, then far away.
No, it's all good. It's all good. How's life as a spectator? I mean, isn't it just weird the first time you sat on the other side and watched, the Proteas play?
Yeah, in many ways it's a lot less stressful and more stressful also. I think after captaining South Africa for around 11 years, you're intricately involved in pretty much all of the team's decision making and the direction with which that environment moves, and also play a role within the business part of South African cricket. So, to step away from it, obviously was able to sleep a little bit more peacefully at night. But you're ultimately a proud Protea, and you want to see the guys be as successful as possible now. So there's that fan aspect to it now also.
I remember when around about the time Victor Matfield decided to quit. I had him on the show a little while later, At the time, I had him on the show, and a little while later, I had him on the show. And at the time, he was like, you know what, that's enough now. Because it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of traveling, et cetera, et cetera. And then I had him on the show again a little bit later, and that was right about the time where he decided he was going to make a comeback. He was like, in the beginning, it was lekker sitting on the stadium, lekker sitting at home watching it, but then it gets a time where I miss it too much. So my question to you is, could that happen to you?
I think as a sportsman, it's going to be, you grow up and this has been your dream, to play for South Africa. And I was lucky. I did it for close on 14, 15 years. Started playing professionally when I was 17. So my whole life was working towards this. And I retired at 33, which is obviously very young to retire. And I think there will always be parts that I will miss. There will be days that I will want to play cricket again. I just think it's always an easy fallback for us as sportsmen because it's something we're good at, and it's. I think for me being young, I think I miss parts of it because I know I could still be playing and doing well. And I think that's something that I'll always have to deal with. But we'll see what happens, and I'm enjoying the business life. I'm enjoying the aspects that I've been out of the game for a year now, and I'm enjoying the growth that I've had in that year period and the people I've been exposed to. So, you never can say never, but I made the decision for various reasons, and so far the year's gone okay.
Jacaranda FM.